Hey, what's up? My name's Noah, and today I'll be talking to you about improving your aim in the godforsaken game called Warzone. Whether you're a mouse and keyboard player or a controller player, I'm sure you'll click off at the end of this video with a little bit more knowledge and actionable steps to take your aim to the next level in Warzone. Because I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video right now, you're getting destroyed by the infamous rose skin wearing, incendiary round shooting, so-called sweats, and probably rage quitting off the game every day.
Show me the kill cam!
I get it. So I'm here to change all that for you folks out there by getting into step number 1. Fix your sensitivity. You. I know what sense you're playing at right now. I watch Mutex too. Why are you playing a 2020 sense, my guy? Stop that. And drop that to a sense anywhere between a 5 or an 8. And that's where most pros have it and is the most optimal for movement and turning on people, etc. Yeah, you can play 2020 sense, but after you've mastered the basics of the game first and can control and play on a regular sense. You can't expect to have god tier aim on a 2020 sense and control all that fast movement when you can't even play properly on a 5-5 sense or an 8-8. So play on these sensitivities that I suggested here to a point where you feel that you've mastered it, and I mean mastered it, which you'll probably be looking at a timeline of a couple of months. Then go ahead and try 2020 or any other high sense that you feel that you want. Okay? Done. Now, moving on to you, mouse and keyboard players. Same goes to you. Stop trying to play at an insane DPI. Like, my guy, how are you getting any clicking work done with that insanely high DPI?
Stop it. Get some help.
Drop it down to a 400 to an 800 and get used to that as well. And try to play anywhere between a 2 to 4 in-game sense. I know some of you are listening to this and are like, but dude, I'm trying to hit trick shots for TikTok, etc. And my sense needs to be 2020 or 1200 DPI. No, it doesn't. If you have good enough controller skill and comfortability with your mouse, you can make the same quote-unquote cracked out plays with these medium senses that I've proposed to you. Guys, just listen to me. I used to do the same thing and make the same excuses and play at really high senses, and this hindered my play for a long time. And as my supporters and viewers, I don't want you guys to fall into the same trap. I now play at 800 DPI and 3.5 in-game sense, hit really nice clips, if not better clips, than when I was playing at stupidly high senses. And also, under sensitivity, people usually also talk about how to control gun recoil, etc. There's one motion and one motion only that you should be doing in this game when it comes to recoil control, and that is pulling down on your sticks on controller or pulling down on your mouse. Because this game, when it comes to recoil control, it's pretty simple in comparison to CSGO, Rust, Fortnite, etc. And as long as you're using the meta weapons, which generally don't tend to move, and honestly after the Vanguard integration into Warzone, even more so, as there are like a bajillion attachments that you can add to the gun, so you can optimize it every possible way. So just make sure that you're keeping up with the latest meta weapons and their attachments. You should be fine when it comes to recoil control. For more on that, I would suggest you watch the YouTuber JGod. Okay, now that you've changed your sensitivity, let's move to step number 2, binds. Make sure that your binds on either your controller or keyboard are where you feel most comfortable and most optimal. This is honestly personal preference, which is why I can't give you any specific and actionable advice, but just some knowledge on how I bind my keyboard and mouse. But in a broader sense, changing the crouch, jump, melee, etc. actions to your desired place and most comfortable place will really benefit you in the long run. For me, my melee is on my mouse button 1, as I have buttons on the side of my mouse, and as for my crouch, I use C. And for drop shotting, the control key, and on my controller, I use R3 as my jump button. As while I shoot, I can, if I want to, just click it and jump mid-fight if need be. It has actually won me a lot of gunfights prior to switching to mouse and keyboard, so if you want, you could use that. Also, for controller players, I've seen many people struggle with slide cancelling better and faster, so I'd suggest what Mutex does or what he used to do, and try to learn claw grip. This took me about 2 to 3 months to learn, because I didn't really have much money at the time, but if you can afford a Battle Weaver or Scuff, honestly, go ahead and buy it and use the paddles and clickers to fast track your movement gains. Trust me, your right hand will thank you. And on the topic of movement, I want you to go right now and change this one setting that I found out about just like 2 to 3 days ago, and it took my movement game to the next level, where now I haven't even missed a single slide cancel or bunny hop ever. With all that being said and done, pause the video right now and get on your PS4, PS5, Xbox, PC, GameCube, whatever you play Warzone on, and go change this setting and your binds to what you desire and deem most comfortable. Not what I say or what any top streamer says, but what you feel most comfortable with. Go ahead and do it. I'm waiting. Have you done it?
What are you waiting for? Do it!
Okay, now that you've done that, we're going to be moving on to the last step. Step number 3, the most important step. The step that will truly get you God tier aim. Are you ready for this? Practice. Guys, I know. This is a very unsexy answer, and probably not the answer you were expecting. But honestly, no one else will tell you this. They will tell you to use that trick or this trick and improve aim in 2 seconds or however long those videos that you watch on YouTube are. But practice and putting time in the game will truly make you a better player. So take it for what it is and listen to me about how to practice, and if you follow these practice drills that I'm about to give you, I can promise you improvement in 2 to 3 months time. And for this most optimally, you'd want to get COD Modern Warfare. But for all the broke people out there like me, don't click off the video, just skip to this timestamp listed on the screen where I have a practice drill for you guys as well. Okay, let's get this rolling. For those that have COD Modern Warfare, go ahead and click on Private Match, Trials and Game Battles on the bottom right here once you're on the main screen of the game. Then choose Custom Games, Game Setup, Free For All, the game rules, setting time limit to unlimited, score limit to unlimited, and match start to 5. Then click on player and make the max health 200. This is the most important thing here. No matter what else you forget to set up, make sure you set this up, as this is what the health is like in Warzone, so you can emulate that on this game and shooting the bots. Then go to the team setting, and for radar always on, set it to constant. Disable kill cam so you can respawn back quicker, and go on to gameplay, go to spawn ammo mags, set it to max, and as for bot setup, I want you to put 6 bots at recruit or harden. Don't go any higher because they'll just you. You're trying to practice your aim here and your sense, so you don't want to play against aimbot bots. And for the map, choose speedball, my favorite map, so you can get into more gunfights with these bots and practice your sensitivity and master it, as well as flicking, tracking, etc. And just every day try to run through this drill for like 10 to 20 minutes before you get into your games, so you could be warm and not really worry about your aim being completely trash when you face real players in game, and then you could focus more on the gameplay and trying to outplay them, etc., as that's also very important. And a bonus tip: if you don't want the bots to run randomly like headless chickens, you can switch the game mode to hardpoint instead of free-for-all. That way you can sit in the hardpoint and wait for the bots to come to you, and can also be another form of practice, but for this mode, I would suggest you select a larger map, like Hackney Yard. And now, for those that don't have the game, I would recommend you get on Warzone and go to whatever plunder-like game mode that is happening for that week, and try to land in the hottest drop spots, in this case, on Caldera, which is peak, and constantly get into gunfights and practice movement, recoil control, or whatever else I've been like preaching to you. Also, there aren't really a lot of tryhards in plunder, so don't worry, you won't get shit on that bad. Just people trying to loot and camp, and you get unlimited respawns in that game mode, and that way you won't feel frustrated from dying. And if you do die, and the game for some godforsaken reason spawns you out in Narnia, just try to find a vehicle somewhere and push your nearest enemy player. This is also a great mode to level up any guns that you need to get all the attachments for. And for those on PC, playing mouse and keyboard, there's actually something more that you can do other than these 2 ways to practice your aim for Warzone, and that's Kovac Aim Trainer, the aim trainer that I've been using to get used to my sensitivity and improve my aim exponentially. And these are the best scenarios for the game Warzone specifically that you can use to improve quickly. The great thing about Kovac is that you can set the sensitivity scale of the game that you're playing. I'm playing Warzone, so I'm going to set my scale to Modern Warfare or Overwatch, since both of these games have the same sensitivity scale. You might feel down after trying 1 or 2 rounds on these Kovac scenarios that I gave you and feel like, aight, I'ma head out. But don't be demotivated by seeing other people's high scores there. Just keep going step by step at a steady pace. Maybe play some music in the background while doing it to relax yourself. Like, honestly, any music. Baby Shark works fine too. That song got me through a lot of tough times. But all jokes aside, really guys, trust me, I was once there, and I know it feels like you can never get better and the game sucks, etc. But trust me, If you put into action these 3 steps that I've given you, I can guarantee your success in this game. So for those of you that are still here till the end of the video, I have some honorable mention tips as well for improving your aim. 1. Getting a good night's rest. Get that 8 hours of sleep a day. 2. Go running, walking, jogging, or to the gym once every day to get your mind off all that gaming you've done for the day. You deserved it. As a player of the in-game character, you need to also be well and do well for him/her to do the same. Just don't exhaust yourself out playing and thinking about the game 24/7, you know? So that's it, boys and girls. These are the 3 steps that you need to improve in Warzone. Sensitivity, comfortable and proper binds, and constant practice. And as we have come to the end of this video, if the promise that I've given to you in the beginning of this video came true, I would like you to go down right now and hit that subscribe button, as I will continue to be working day and night to get out these kinds of videos to help you come through this journey with me of becoming a pro Warzone player. And I wouldn't want you missing out on all this, so hope to see you back here soon. Peace.